Hey everyone, welcome to tonight's recap of The Mole.
Last week, Clay was sent home.
AKA executed.
Right. So it's the final four kids. Paul, Craig, Nicole, and Mark are left.
Which is really like the final three, considering one is the mole.
It's true.
So they're still in Buenos Aires, Argentina.
And there's $331,000 in the pot.
Mm-hmm.
So the first mission is called, How's the View?
And it's worth a total of $64,000.
Well, John Kelly says, I need 2 players who are young at heart.
So everyone raised their hand, but the two were Paul and Craig.
So they took one of each of them and made 2 teams.
So it was Paul and Mark and Nicole and Craig.
And the mission is to complete a little kid's obstacle course.
But
Oh,
the
it's
young at heart
complicated.
people, alright, let's break it down.
Yes.
Young at heart people will be wearing these My View goggles.
Right.
So,
The only thing that they can see is what their partner is shooting with the camera.
right. And the person with the camera cannot talk. But
And,
the young at heart one can.
right, everything is backwards.
Yeah, because it's like somebody else's view.
Right. So, it's not as easy as it sounds.
No, they start out with this Rubbermaid shape sorter.
And they had 1 minute to get 3 shapes in there.
And each shape was worth $1,000.
So Paul got all 3, but Craig asked Nicole a question and she's like,
She couldn't help herself.
So they only got 2,000.
Then they had to kick these soccer balls, which is soccer, into the goal. And
Sucker balls.
there were 2.
Right. Nobody got any of those.
It looks so easy.
And let me say, Nicole does not know how to use a camera.
No.
I'm really doubting that she's like a laparoscopic surgeon.
Well, she's not the one holding the camera all the time.
Yes, she is, because the camera's in the tool that you use.
Well, it's different.
She's not doing it. Okay, so then it's time for the tea party. And you gotta fill up 4 little kitty cups.
Without spilling.
Not 1 drop.
Yeah, for real.
So Paul got 5,000 added to the pot, and Craig got a measly 2,500.
Is there some mole activity going on?
There must be. So it's time to walk the plank.
This is the final part of the mission.
This was the scariest mission I've ever seen.
The young at heart people had to walk across this plank.
Yeah, but I mean, this was some rickety old board that was in somebody's garage.
Across 2 buildings, and like halfway through there was a piece of chalk.
Right.
And after you picked up the chalk, you had a minute to finish walking,
And
get to the other side,
yeah,
and write the mole was here on the chalkboard.
on a chalkboard. That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's freaking crazy for $10,000. I can't believe Paul did it.
He like just made it.
Yeah. Craig, are you kidding? 0.
No.
So that whole group of missions added $22,500 to the pot.
Yeah.
Which is now at $353,500.
Ooh.
I know. So it's time for a little meeting of the minds, or the moles.
Mm-hmm.
Craig and Mark.
Exemption?
Where's all the exemptions?
Huh?
This is the least amount of exemptions I've ever seen on this show.
Well, the fun is over. Because
it's time
the
for the
final
final
exemption is up
exemption.
for grabs.
It's the final countdown. I know. So the mission's called Sellout.
Yes, each person had to pick a cell to chill in.
Yeah, like a jail cell.
Yeah, it really was.
And in each cell is a puzzle, which is the same puzzle in each one. It's not like there's a different one in each one.
It's a doublet.
Right, and you get locked in the cell until you figure out your puzzle.
Yeah, so there's 2 words. One was cell, the other was mole. And you have
Everybody
to change...
knows this game. It's in the newspaper.
You have to change 1 letter at a time to get from the first word to the second word.
Right, and I think there was 5 steps in between. I probably wouldn't have gotten it. And if that's not enough, after that,
Well, whoever gets that puzzle solved first becomes the sniper.
in a paintball obstacle course.
And the sniper is the only one who has the opportunity to get the exemption.
That's right.
So the other 3 have to go through the obstacle course and try to get to the mole door.
Right.
And if they get there, that's $15,000 in the bank.
That's right. But if they get hit, they get no money And if they're carrying the exemption, the sniper takes it away from them.
Yeah, because one of the three is carrying the exemption card.
Right.
But nobody knows who.
That's right. So Mark, of course, finished first because he's Mr. I gotta write it down puzzle.
Yeah.
And he finished in 53 seconds, so he became the
Pretty
sniper.
good.
Yeah, it was pretty good. He said he did these all the time in the newspaper, so.
So Paul took forever,
Oh.
but they waited for him, which was, I think it was a good plan.
That was a good strategy because, you know.
They can all go at the same time.
Right.
It's kind of distracting.
So, Marky, come out and play.
Paul's freaking crazy.
I know. Well, you know, you gotta. That guy's a kind of an F nut. You gotta distract him a little bit because he looks like he's easily agitated.
Mm.
He's got 4 kids. One on, you know, 3, one on
What?
the way.
That's Mark.
Yeah, Mark.
No, I think you meant Paul.
No.
Ah! Okay.
Hello. So Nicole was the first one that was hit.
Yeah. Well, actually, I think Paul got hit, but the
It didn't break.
paintball didn't
It didn't.
paint.
Yeah. So he got a free ride there. So then he made it after he got his free ride. But then Craig was just like,
He got hit.
I'm hit, guys.
Who didn't see that coming?
Yeah, I know. So $15,000 to the pot for a total of $368,500 right now.
So then they're like, who had the exemption card? If either
Why?
Nicole or Craig had it, then Paul would be exempt.
Why, it's me, Craig.
Yep. So Mark gets the exemption.
Finally, Mark gets what he wants. So it's time to have a little dinner, which
Dinner and a quiz.
positively delicious. I know, it's like dinner in a movie. It looked really good. It looked like a little tasting menu. And, yeah, is the mole a male or female?
You know.
You know.
From my perspective.
Right.
Where was the mole standing in the, you know.
Did anybody catch John Kelly when he was trying to talk like a little child? He sounded so much better than when he plays the fake, puffed up TV host. So, it's time for the execution. Paul's up first. Alright, let's touch the screen. Paul's been executed.
No.
I know. He was
was
my choice
growing
for
on
the
me.
mole.
Now
He was
I'm
my
like,
choice to be the mole.
I liked him now.
Well, somebody in our live show has been telling us that Craig is the mole.
It could be.
It's getting closer, and I think they might be right. So we'll have to wait till next week and find out. I guess they're having the final countdown next week. That's right. Next time, defuse a bomb.
MacGruber style.
That's right. MacGruber! Till next week. Much love.